You explain something clearly. Then they respond like what you said makes no sense at all. Now you're repeating yourself instead of discussing the real point. Something has already shifted. You slow it down, you use simpler words, but they still act confused. And you may notice yourself trying harder just to be understood. You may recognize the moment when the conversation is no longer about what you brought up. When this happens often, it can feel like clear communication never seems to work. If they fully understand your concern, they may have to deal with it. If they create confusion instead, the focus can move away from it. For them, this can become useful. Clear concerns are harder to ignore, but confusion can keep the conversation stuck. What this often does is shift the focus from your concern to your delivery, from what you were trying to address to whether you explained it well enough. Now you're proving your point instead of exploring your point. Your concern begins to lose space. And when that keeps happening, resolution breaks down. Because people cannot solve what they keep pretending not to understand. Some people describe this as a narcissistic communication pattern when it happens repeatedly, not because every misunderstanding means narcissism, but because the interaction can repeatedly center on one person's position while the other person's reality loses space. Protecting their comfort can become more important than understanding your concern, and the conversation keeps organizing around them. If this happens once, it may be misunderstanding, but when it repeats, a pattern can form. You may feel mentally drained. Most people would struggle in a conversation where clarity never seems to land. In healthy conflict, the goal is understanding the issue, not avoiding the person raising it. Healthy conversations create clarity, not endless confusion. Feeling confused afterward can be information, not failure. It may be telling you something important about the interaction. Recognizing this can bring clarity because it helps explain why being clear still never seems to be enough. If this helped put words to your experience, like the video and subscribe to the channel. This channel exists to help you recognize narcissistic and manipulative patterns, calmly, clearly, and without blame, so you can understand what's happening and trust yourself again. And when conversations unfold this way, another pattern often begins to form. In the next video, we're going to explain why they use your words against you in arguments during conflict, and how that pattern keeps the conversation from resolving. Click here to watch.